A lot of people ask me why I have gotten into naturopathic medicine, and my big why for that is when my daughter was a little girl, she used to suck her thumb. And so she was frequently getting sick from had strep throat, tonsillitis a lot. And I was a good mom. As soon as she'd start running a fever, I would take her to the doctor and get her on antibiotics, usually within 24 hours of coming down with something. So it wasn't until her teen years that she got sick, and we took her to the doctor. They couldn't figure out what was wrong, sent her home with some few drugs that didn't seem to help her, and a month later we went back and found that her whole thoracic cavity was engulfed with cancer. And so she had Hodgkin's disease, which she ended up doing radiation and chemo, and the doctor saved her. Really, the day they diagnosed her as to what was going on, they gave her a 50-50 chance of making it through the night. So my big why I got into homeopathy and naturopathy is because I didn't want to see other parents have to go through that. When I realized about prevention and other things that could have been done to keep her from getting sick in the first place, when my grandson was little, I started giving him echinacea when he would get a cold or come down with something, a fever, rather than taking medication or antibiotics. And within a short time, he actually didn't get sick hardly at all. He was in daycare, and so was always coming home with something. But once he started putting echinacea drops in his juice when he was 3 years old, he stopped getting sick. So the big why for me is prevention, that there are natural things, and if they don't work for you, I'm just saying, then wait a few days, and if you can take care of it naturally, do that and build your immune system, rather than get your immune system to rely on antibiotics or medications, because in the long run, it only weakens your body. So that's my big why, just for prevention, and I want to see other people do things for their kids so they don't have to go through that kind of situation. It turned out my daughter, along with me becoming a naturopath, she became a nurse, and she's an oncology nurse, and she's doing well 18 years later. She's still cancer-free, so we've just tried to lead a different lifestyle now. So I recommend you look into it. Thanks.